press the record button and then say, yo, what up?
Hello.
How are you?
Tired?
Good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Looks like you have brought me a Mr. Compress deck. How neato.
Yep.
Yeah. So hit me with the idea. What's the concept here?
Well, it's my League of Villains pre-release deck, but due to the fact that I was a little excited with trying to get every card I wanted, that I may or may not have ended up with a bunch of scraps.
A bunch of scraps? What do you mean?
Cards that I don't really need for my other decks.
Sure.
So, I basically present you with every single Void card I got from both the pre-release and a box.
Okay, I love that.
So,
okay,
what
go
I
ahead.
need to do is get it shrunk down.
Yeah.
So the deck is in the 50s as usual,
Yeah.
and I want to still keep the compression spears since, due to the fact that I always put the promo card in these decks, I didn't have a choice in the character I wanted to use.
That's fair. That's super fair. Okay, let's chat about it. So, a lot of cool cards here. Obviously, I can't go above numbers. But we can drop some number down. So I'm not going to even bother adding in cards into the sideboard. We're just going to take what we got here and just cut 20 of them. Deal?
Yep.
Love
Keeping it nice and simple.
Rising Engine Kick. This card is super neato. It does not need to be in this deck. I think we can cut this guy.
Fair.
Yeah, it's a 2-check.
Not even pretending to be a villain lets you to stay.
Yeah. Very true. Up next, we've got things like Jet Kickback. This card's neato, but it is very tough to get the combo off, and your character doesn't really like playing this card. Yeah, so I think we're gonna cut it as well. From here, I think Piercing Growl is probably going to be tough to play as well, just because your guy doesn't give extra speed, right? And there's not a ton of giving speed. We've got Getting a Tour, which gives 3 or less, but it already starts at 4. But the issue is like Blade Tooth is really good in your deck.
Really?
Yeah, because we've got a 3 damage move here. We've got a 3 damage move here. This is 3 damage. This is 3 damage. This is 3 damage. Whenever they partially block your moves, right? Like if your compression sphere gets half blocked, it becomes a 4 high for 3, and then for every Blade Tooth you have, you get to burn them for an additional 1. And so like it has some tactics going on. So it might even be the fact of like maybe we just like lean into the 3 damage package, you know?
As long as the 4 compression spears stick around, that's fine by me.
Yeah. I got 27 still. This is a lot. Man, I really like the Binding Armbar because it's the thing you can play every turn. Just guaranteed. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of running like a 3 damage package type thing. I think that's neato. So yeah, we're gonna Twin Sword Slicer is just a good one. I think we're gonna get rid of Gecko Stomp. Let's look at Blockstones real fast. Hold up. Maybe not. I got too many mids. Yeah, I think Binding has to leave. All right, Binding leaves. Goodbye. And then go back to Block Zone. I guess we get to take Blade Rush and drop it down to a 2 of 21 attacks. It's going to be a little aggressive, but I think that's okay. Block Zones one more time. You've got 2 low blocks total. Okay, so that means we're just not allowed to cut these ones at all. Could we get rid of... I mean, we might be able to get rid of Blade Rush. Drop it down to 19.
Well, what about Gecko
Yeah.
Stomp?
So Gecko Stomp is one of your only high blocks, is my issue, right? And high attacks are very good. This is a Deadlock
Gotcha.
enhance. If it's partially blocked, it still works with the Blade Tooth, right? But this card, it's got a good Deadlock. It's a mid block, but we already have Piercing Growl. And I think Piercing Growl like might just be better because like Piercing Growl like has an ability that works if they're caught off guard, whereas Blade Rush doesn't. So I think we're gonna toss Blade Rush. If you end up not liking the Piercing Growl, we can easily just put the Blade Rush in its place and then see how that works. And then I think we're good on attacks. I think our goal here is to go to 55 cards in the deck.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So from here, let's move on. We're going to take Disturbing Visage, and we're going to drop it down to a 2 of, just because it's a 3 diff. And 3 diffs are kind of hard to play when you've got multiples of them in your hand. And it's like form remove while it's ready, and so like losing that foundation can be a little tough for tempo. Into the Fray, it's a cool card, but it just says that your first one gets super easy and super fast. We don't really care about that. We're not trying to play like some big 6-7 difficulty move, and so we'll get rid of that. I think Into the Fray is not a very good card unless you're playing something like United States of Smash, which we're not. And then Sluggish Recovery. I think this is like one of those neato one-ofs, but I think it's a card that you don't really necessarily need. Oh, we're at 55 here. We could put these back. Maybe not. Yeah, let's put them back. Let's put it back to the 3. I mean, it's got a 2 mid block, and that's decent enough. Was it at 4 before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 18, 27, 10. I think this is what I would run. My block zones look pretty good. I'm a little nervous about these low blocks. As soon as you can, go find some more Razor Deluges, and like we can swap some cards out. Like the Twin Sword Slicer can leave one or two of the Gecko Stomps can leave, and this card I think is like 80 cents on TCG Player. I don't know if your local store has them. It is a UR, right? But this card is very good.
True. It's just that I was only able to get one of those.
Yeah. If you can find them, you know, if you can make some trades or whatever. Razor Deluge I think is the next easiest thing to slot in. It's neato.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's just cutting, I think this is it, dude.
Yeah, because I wanted to keep things nice and simple tonight.
Yeah.
Mostly because I'm kind of half asleep and I really can't think straight at the moment.
That's all good.
Plus, IRL stuff's going on and it's just a little too much. So I just wanted to simplify things tonight for the deck doctor.
Well, I hope that the things that are happening at home clear up for you.
Oh, no. This is a good thing.
Well, then it's a great thing. I hope they stay muddied.
Oh, don't worry. It's going to be great.
Love it. All right. Stay on the line long enough for me to shoot you the list, and you have a good rest of your night, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.